Hi, everyone. My name is Sahar, and I'm hosting the Tools and Channels track here at the Digital Marketing Conference in Europe. I have Clarice Lynn here with me today. Good morning, Clarice.
Good morning, Saha.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Great, great, doing great. So they say that a picture is worth 1,000 words, so video must be worth a million. In today's
Oh,
market, video is probably one of the top performing content types, which can be embedded anywhere, used to boost many types of activities, campaigns. And YouTube is without a doubt one of the leading video platforms, right? Around 800 million videos today, 2 billion monthly active users. And you're going to be speaking about that with us today.
oh yes. It's a very exciting year, especially in 2023. That YouTube has made lots of changes over the last 6 months or so. So I'm very excited to be able to share all these new updates that's ongoing. So businesses who really want to grow their YouTube presence, to use it to generate, like, grow their audience, get more customers. I think this is what they have to be following up today. They have to follow closely, so to speak.
That sounds incredible. We're really looking forward to hearing your presentation. I just want to remind everyone that joined us that Packet and Manning are giving away free ebooks. So stay connected, ask questions, rate the sessions, leave comments afterwards, and you might win one. So hopefully you will get that. And now, really, over to you, Clarice. Let's get started without any further ado.
Yeah, thank you, Saha. Right, welcome everyone to my presentation today. I'm Clarice Lynn, and I'm going to talk all about marketing on YouTube in 2023, acquiring the first 1,000 subscribers and beyond. Just a little bit about myself. Okay, just want to share with everyone, like, who am I? So this is me. I help online stores to double traffic and sales by getting on Google and YouTube page one. You can also check out my handlers on Twitter and LinkedIn. That's my website. I also have a YouTube channel as well, so you can check it out if you would like to. And I've speak at various conferences and events. I'm very excited to be once again this year speaking at Digital Marketing Europe. Very exciting. And I mean, this was my last live event, speaking in front of Inbound in Boston. And that since the pandemic, this was my first face-to-face event as well in Cyprus. So I was talking about analytics. So I'm very excited as well today to be able to pull together all the latest information about growing on YouTube. So without further ado, let's get into the agenda. So we have about 40 minutes, so I really want to make sure I cover all the important points that is within this short period of time. So what I want to share with you is what YouTube wants in 2023. So there's a lot of exciting changes in the landscape, especially for short form videos. So I really want to cover that. So make sure you pay really close attention to it. And I also want to highlight about YouTube's algorithm changes. So YouTube made some really big changes towards last year. And if you really want to grow your channel in 2023, you really want to make sure you are really well aware of what's really happening in this space. So you make sure you're actually leveraging on the algorithm changes, making sure that if you're creating content, the audiences that you want to attract, they can really be able to get recommended your videos as well. So you can really get the right subscribers, get the right customers to really kind of become your most loyal customers eventually. And I'm also going to cover the 9 vital elements to getting the first 1,000 subscribers. So why do I say 1,000? Because this is kind of the magic number, so to speak. Because once you actually get there, unless you drop the ball somehow, it's very difficult for you not to continue growing. So you want to set up the right processes. You want to put in the right kind of elements in place to make sure that everything that you're doing is just going to gear you towards growth. And we have the last 5 minutes towards the end for some Q&A. So if you have any questions, do drop them in the comments, or we'll try to address them as much as possible. Okay, so let's get going. Cool. So what YouTube wants. At the end of the day, okay, YouTube wants to be making money. Similar to other like social media platforms like Facebook or like Instagram. So they want to really make money, and there are a lot of competitors in the space, especially as we all know, like TikTok as one of the growing channels, kind of leading channels for short form. And YouTube really knows that they have dominated the long form video space for a long time, and there has been no other competitors coming close to that. So then they realize that the younger audience really kind of like have very, very short attention span. And what happens is then YouTube knows that if they don't kind of grab this younger audience, then they're going to lose their competitive advantage tomorrow. The new generation, Gen Z, they really prefer short form videos, so they know that they have to make sure that part of what they really want is integrated into their current ecosystem. So once everything fits together, they still want to continue to make money. And in order for them to continue to succeed in this space, they need more awesome content from creators, from businesses who really want to grow their audience. So what they have done as well over the last recent months or so, they have also given up trying to create their own original content, so to speak, that they have decided that they will just focus on making sure they're getting the best creators or like businesses who really is able to churn out really creative content, engaging content. So they want them to continue to use YouTube. So they are rolling out more tools, which I'm going to talk about later on as well, so that they can get more engaged viewers. Engaged viewers going to share the content. They're going to continue to get more people to return to their channel. And that's how that they can make money, because they are using ads. So there are a couple of ways. So the main form of them earning money is actually using ads. So they run ads. There's an ads platform, and then they have the subscription platform, and then they have the others creator tools platform, which is like super chat, merchandise, and so on and so forth. So at the end of the day, they just want more people to keep flocking to their platform, people to keep coming back every day. Better still, don't leave the platform altogether. So you have to keep that in mind. So if you're creating content as a business, if you want to really if you really want to grow a successful channel, your content has to be really, really good, because you want to help YouTube to achieve their goal to keep the viewers coming back. Cool. So this is what YouTube wants. They want the viewers to go onto YouTube, to keep staying there, to watch one video after another, and just stay there the entire day. So if you can really help YouTube to achieve that, then what YouTube is going to do as well is, after you have reached a certain threshold, they realize that videos are really, really good. You have proven that your videos are really engaging, really interesting, very valuable, very useful to the audience, then YouTube is actually going to promote your videos to new subscribers, to new viewers, people who have never heard about your business, people who have never heard about your brand. So this is what forms YouTube's algorithm. YouTube's algorithm really is really aligned to the viewers' habits. And these are the elements that goes into place. So of course, number one is watch time. So if someone watches your video from beginning to end, obviously, I mean, not every viewer is going to do that. There could be interruptions, or maybe your video wasn't that interesting that they kind of stop. But the idea is they want people to keep watching as much as possible, as well as retention. So retention basically means people who keep coming back, as well as viewers who watch your videos from beginning to end. So if you can keep your viewers to watch your videos from beginning to end, that's awesome. But if you can keep them to around like even 40 to 50% of your video, is considered that your video is considered relatively good. And relatively good, it means that YouTube is more likely to suggest your videos or recommend your videos to other viewers. So you want high retention, you want as much watch time as possible, and then other videos watch. So So what happens is YouTube's algorithm is really tailored to keep viewers on the platform, similar to what TikTok is doing as well. So TikTok knows that, is that they know that if you watch one certain video types, then they will try to recommend you other similar videos. Interestingly, if you have actually looked at the YouTube analytics, what you would realize is most of the people who watch your videos aren't necessarily your subscribers. So for example, like for my channel, because for my channel, I'm targeting like Shopify business owners. So what I realized is like 90% of my viewers or like the watch time comes from people who are not necessarily subscribed to the channels. I only have like a small subscriber, but people who watch my videos, once they watch one or two of my videos, they get recommended more of my videos when my video next comes out, even though they might not be subscribed to my channel. So subscriber count, in this case, you can see that subscribers is good, has more of like a milestone, you get a good idea, but interested viewer might return to watch your video if they see another interesting videos, but they might not necessarily be subscribed. So this is kind of one of YouTube's algorithm, is that even if the viewer is not subscribed to their channel, they could still be interested in your video. And then that comes to kind of, I would say, more of the secondary metrics that actually YouTube's algorithm really looks at, which is the likes, dislikes, and comments. So if viewers really enjoy your video, they like, or even if they dislike. So interestingly, YouTube has actually removed the dislike count on the channel because they want to kind of like keep the entire mood of the viewers kind of more neutral. So they're kind of trying to remove this dislike, the public count of dislike. I mean, if you are the channel owner, you will be able to see if someone dislikes your video. But I would say you shouldn't really be worried if someone really dislikes your video, because if someone actually made an effort to dislike your video, they actually watch your video in the first place. So if you're getting a small proportion of dislike compared to the proportion of the volume of likes that you have, this means that you are actually getting popular. Your videos are actually getting a large viewership. So that's a good sign. If you're not getting any dislikes at all, it usually means that your video has not reached enough viewers at all in the first place. And comments as well really helps. There are many channel creators have actually also mentioned that if you are actually replying to the comments, you're getting the viewers to come back as well. That really builds up engagement as well. So that really helps as well to let YouTube know that your video is really good, not just people watching it, they're actually interacting, creating a dialogue over there. And that really helps as well in the promotion of your videos. And of course, shares. So if there are more shares as well, this is not really counted publicly as well, but if someone's really sharing your videos, you're getting more share count. This also contributes to increasing the reach of your video as well. And the other important factor is the click-throughs. Click-throughs meaning how attention-grabbing your video is. Meaning that if someone sees your video in their home feed, which is what people usually see when they first log into YouTube, if they see your video, would they click on it? So this means you want to really make sure that your value proposition, the video, and people see your thumbnail straight away, they're like, oh yeah, this is a topic that I want to watch. This is a topic I'm most interested in. So if you don't have a good click-through, people who are also difficult, it'll be difficult for people to actually recognize your video as well. So there's definitely recommendation to keep like a consistency of how you design your thumbnails as well. So that really helps people to recognize that, oh, that's this person that I watched, this channel that I watched last week. Oh, that's the same thumbnail. So they might actually even pause for a moment to learn. They'll be interested to actually click on it to find out more if that's the video they'll still be interested in, even if they have not subscribed. So all of these elements really play an important part. So you want to make sure that you are kind of checking the box when you are creating each of your video. You keep that in mind, because that's really important. If you're able to check all of these boxes after they publish this video, this means that YouTube is also more likely to promote your videos and expand your viewership. Cool. Right. And this is the biggest change in 2023. I think at the beginning of last year, when YouTube started rolling out shorts, there were not many people who was adopting it. But since then, the adoption rate has grown really, really quickly, and YouTube has become one of the more dominant force in terms of in the short video space, because they realize that, okay, TikTok is grabbing all this Generation Z, which is the next generation of customers. So they want to make sure that they don't make the same mistake like what Facebook is doing. What happened was, if you have been following the social media news, Facebook did a really bad job in terms of keeping the younger audience. So what happens, the people who are left on Facebook right now are more of the older demographics. So the younger generation, like Gen Z, might not even have a Facebook account. So YouTube does not want that to happen to them. So they are trying to make sure they are doing everything that they can to make sure all the younger audience would still be using YouTube, not just as a video space, but also has a search engine as well. So what they have done over here is to be rolling out kind of 60 seconds clips. So you can have shorter clips, but the maximum limit is 60 seconds. For TikTok, they have actually expanded from like 15 seconds like to 60 seconds, and they even went up to like 3 minutes or so recently. So, but then YouTube is quite smart, because they realize that, okay, let's just focus on one segment of clip. Let's just focus on the 60 seconds for now, and then we make it really, really good. And then we get all the younger audience over, and then we'll take it from there. I mean, that's what's the strategy right now. And the biggest change over the last few months or so is there was a biggest announcement. It was like some people were surprised, but some people was not. Is that when you are creating shorts, what happens is they have made changes to the algorithm. Before that, if you're creating long form video, it's long form video, and then short form video is short form video, meaning that they don't cross recommend content. If you have viewers watching your long form video, they're not likely to recommend your short form videos. What happens is, because of this mentality of understanding how the viewers behavior work, they realize that someone who's watching your shorts, they are also likely to watch a longer form video if they really, really like your content. So that means that if you are creating like really good catching to the point shorts that the Generation Z people, they really like that, then they're more likely to as well recommend them one of your long form videos. So that means they are no longer independent of each other. They are now closely merged to each other. And I've definitely seen that I have grown like a wider reach to the younger audience between the age of 18 to 24 since I've created shorts. Before that, I could see like there were less of the younger people. So definitely, if you want to, if your audience belongs to the younger age group, then definitely you want to make sure you are creating shorts to reach out to that group of audience as well. And the number of changes that YouTube has made to really demonstrate their seriousness in making sure shorts is really adopted, it's become part of their entire offerings. So this is what they have done. They have created like a free music library for the shorts, and they have created a specific special section for shorts. So when you are publishing the shorts on your main channel view, you'll be able to see that each of the shorts go under that channel. So there's like a special section for shorts. And this also means if you are a new channel completely and you decide not to publish any long form video, just having short form videos, it will still show up as well. So let's say if you don't have time to create long form videos, but you really want to reach out to the younger audience on YouTube, then you can also purely decide to focus on growing shorts. And they are also making it easy for viewers to sign up for membership, like YouTube membership, via the shorts feed. And one of the latest feature is that viewers are able to reply with shorts in the comments, as well as they have developed a suite of shorts analytics available. So you can actually look at how each of your shorts are performing. Do people watch your shorts from beginning to end? What do they do? So that's really going to help you to find out like what are the top performing shorts. Should you make more of those? What's really appealing to the audience? So YouTube is making sure that you'll be able to keep churning out awesome, fantastic shorts content. It's not just any short. They have to be really great shorts because they're trying to compete with TikTok. They want to get the viewers over to YouTube. And one of the biggest change as well is they are also rolling out shorts ads. So people can also now run ads on shorts. And that's also really going to help the channels who want to really monetize that channel as well. But you can see how much focus that YouTube has put on shorts for 2023. They want to make sure that by the time 2023 ends, they are kind of they want to be in front of this leading short form content. Cool. Right. So when you're setting up your first channel or you're just starting out, maybe you've just created a channel, you want to make sure that these are the main elements that you have. You want to know that what is your niche? If you have products and services to sell, you want to make sure that you're covering the main topics in the area. And each of your video shouldn't be just fluff talk. It needs to be helpful, expert advice. You want to position yourself as the channel which is able to answer their questions in this particular topic. And if you can make it easy for them to take action to solve their problems, that's even better. This means that every time they have a problem in this area, they're going to come back to your channel and watch your videos. I want to share with you something is that over here, so most people actually, when they start a channel, they make a mistake. They just say, oh yeah, let's start creating our videos and let's publish. And then they wonder why nothing is happening after publishing 2 or 3 videos. Because they don't think about creating a strategy. So when you're starting out on your channel, you want to really have a roadmap. You want to have a plan. Because as Maurice Chung says, without strategy, execution is aimless. And without execution, strategy is useless. So you want to have a plan, and then you want to create a process so you can repeat those actions over time to be able to see the results. Cool. So these are the 9 vitals to grow your channel. The niche. So you have to know at the beginning what are the topics that you want to cover in your channel. You shouldn't think about creating 10 different topics, because what happens is when you do that, you're getting really diverse group of audience, and that's really going to limit the growth. You also want to be doing some research as well, which I'm going to cover a little bit more in details. And yeah, we have to kind of accelerate a little bit because I realize we're running short of time. So let's get on to coming to more details. I want to first start talking about selecting your niche. So when we talk about selecting your niche, you want to look at selecting one core theme topic with 3 to 5 subtopics. And you want to cover all the different questions around that topic. So by being really targeted, it's easier for YouTube to recommend to more of the same people who are really interested in that topic. The more topics you talk about, then it's more difficult for YouTube to find the right audience. So for example, you talk about topic A and then you create videos about topic A, B, C, D, E, then what YouTube's algorithm, then they have to try to find viewers from the different topics like A, B, C, D, E, which is different topics. So what YouTube does is when you publish videos about the same topics, like let's say you focus on A, B, C. So each time around when you publish your topic, they will recommend your videos, push it out to this audience, A, B, C. And then you just go on the next video, they will promote it to A, B, C. When you have actually too many topics as well, then YouTube, let's say for example, you create a video about topic Z, okay? And then when you publish topic Z out, okay, the audience who are interested in A, B, C was not interested in topic Z. And then this means that actually your videos would have really low views because the people who are interested in ABC were not interested in Z. So by actually keeping to less topics, those couple of topics, then YouTube is able to find more and more of the same type of people who are interested in that same topic. This is why most channels actually fail when they don't have a strategy, is that they think, I'm going to create a channel and talk about everything. Then this confuses the algorithm, and then it makes it difficult for YouTube to find the right type of people to actually promote your videos to. So keep that in mind. And one of the key things in starting a channel, if you're growing a channel to get to 1,000 subscribers, you want to do your research. Before you create your videos each time around, make sure you already have the title in mind. Do your keyword research to find out which are the video content that it's going to be popular, and then you have a high chance of ranking for it. Because theoretically, each time around when a viewer goes on to YouTube search, what they do is they key into YouTube search results, and Google, the owner of YouTube, we're obviously going to promote the videos from popular channels who have 1 million subscribers, who has 500,000 views. So if you're a new channel starting out, your videos is not going to be promoted on top of YouTube search. So if you want to be really found on search, which is where you grow the most number of viewers, you need to really plan out the outline, because some valuable, useful content that the big channels haven't covered yet. You identify small gaps, and then you create content around those gaps. So this means that when a viewer goes into YouTube search and search about that topic, that small little topic, you have a higher chance of your video ranking top on search, and that's when you start growing your viewership. And you want to also decide on your delivery style, mainly because you want to keep your video content creation process to be more efficient. So you want to actually select new types of content, because if you have a small team, or if you have a couple of people, if you create too diverse delivery style, it makes it difficult for you to really keep up with this momentum of making sure you get a video out at least every week, or creating shorts on a really regular basis. You want to keep the delivery style really simple. You choose a few delivery style, and once you get into the rhythm of creating content, pushing out content on a really regular basis, then you could go diverse. So most people, they look at channels and they say, wow, they're doing this, they're doing that, and they're doing drone shots, everything. I have to do that for my channel to succeed. Well, no, because you're actually creating more obstacles for yourself. On your new channel, unless you have a really professional team, you're able to hire like a videography team to help you to edit all of those different diverse shots in. It's going to take a lot of effort for you to create even that one video in the first place. And unless you have a huge pockets to be able to do that, I would say to keep it small, aim for like a studio or like one outdoor shot if you like, or like an interview style. Keep it simple so you can create a simple process that makes it easier for you to start rolling out the videos on a regular basis. And of course, you want to make sure you are the quality of the video. Bare minimum, the audio has to be really clear, video has to be awesome. You don't need to create 4K videos if you can. I mean, if you want, you can. But if not, high definition is good enough. Like 1920 times 1280 format, that's really good enough. And you need to get like studio style. You just make sure that people can really hear you. So even if you're recording outdoors, make sure you don't get the background noise from behind around you. So you want to keep it really simple. Because if people can't hear you, if people can't see you, people can't hear you in the first place, then you definitely like go away after like 2 or 3 seconds. So make sure you keep the quality of videos to the minimum. There's a minimum threshold. Of course, if you really want to go onto the high end, if your channel goes to like 100,000, 1 million subscribers, then you can improve your audio and video quality from there. Cool. And of course, creating eye-catching thumbnails. What I can recommend is if you're not using Canva already, Canva has done really well. They have just rolled out a series of AI tools, AI integrated tools that's really helping brands to really create good content or visuals. So if you want to use that to promote your videos or to create thumbnails, then Canva will be a good tool for you to be using. And of course, in each of your videos, if you want your customers or clients to contact you, remember to tell them about it. You can mention it at the end of the video, or you could also mention briefly at the start of the video, like, telling someone, if you're new to my channel, I have a free resource, or blah, 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 you can download this, I have a free recording, you can guide them to that. So you can actually, so you will be able to get those people who are interested to become your customers or clients to contact you. So remember to do that as well. Okay. And of course, after each video is published on YouTube, remember to them. As a new channel, YouTube is not going to promote your videos for you. Sorry. Yes, they're only focusing on the big channels. So as a small channel, you need to really prove your worth. Make sure you promote it yourself, promote on different social media channels, promote to your email list. If you have like a private group or Facebook group, wherever, put your channel link, put your video link there, and make sure that everybody knows that. Once you gain enough viewership, then YouTube says, oh yeah, this channel is really doing a good job. They are going to become, we're going to start promoting the videos on the homepage, recommended videos and suggested videos. Right. And once you have, and the second, actually the first challenge for most channel owners when they first start out is actually to get started, having the first videos out, or actually having the strategy to make sure you're creating good content. And the next part is to be patient. You have to really trust the process. So you have to create a process that makes it easy for you to create videos or publish videos week in and week out. This is when each time around when you're getting the viewers, it kind of adds up cumulatively. So you have to make sure that you're really consistent with pushing out the videos. As a new channel, if you're publishing videos once a month, it's unfortunately very, very difficult for you to grow as well. So make sure that you're really consistent. I would say if you can aim for 1 video per week and 3 shorts if possible, that is really going to build up on the growth momentum. And of course, short strategy that you want to integrate in. Previously, this was not what I recommend, but in 2023, I would definitely recommend a short strategy. Each time around when you are planning for that 1 video, think of 3 things or 3 short videos that you can create. It doesn't need to be full 60 seconds. It can just be 45 seconds or 30 seconds, but make sure you integrate a short strategy as well so you can reach out to the younger audience. So you can plan your shorts around your long form video. So when you have a long form video, probably, you'll be delivering like usually 3 to 4 pointers inside your videos yourself. So your shorts could be talking about one particular point. So you can plan your shorts around your long form video, usually 60 seconds or shorter. And if you have your brand's presence on TikTok and Reels, you can also publish them on TikTok and Reels. But I would say keep your focus on YouTube. Forget about TikTok and Reels. There's just too much buzz over there. I would say YouTube is the channel for your brand to really grow your audience and get your customers in 2023. And yes, the journey to getting 1,000 subscribers begins with planning and producing your first 100 value-giving videos. If you start today, by the end of 2023, you'll be able to start reaping the benefits of your hard work and consistency. And if you have any questions, you can let me know in the comments. I'm happy to address them. And this is the end of my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Clarice. That was really fantastic. And thanks for sharing all your insights and secrets with us. I'm running to try these on our YouTube channel. We already have some great questions in the chat, so we'll dive right in. The first one is, how do you keep attention to your brand with this fragmentation of attention and users? So in an era when users, like you said, are so quick to move on to the next thing, they want shorter videos with higher value. How can you compete on YouTube and on the channel with TikTok screen time? What are your tips around that?
So this is very, very critical. You have to really, so for long form videos, to keep your audience, you need to make sure that during the first few seconds, you're actually answering the question. So why did you get the viewer to click on to watch your videos in the first place? You want to assure them, okay, this is the topic I'm talking about. So if you start, what happens is most people, they don't get to the point of the videos, and then people are confused. They look at the title, they look at the thumbnail, and then they listen to the first few seconds. Then they're like, oh, this doesn't seem like the topic that I signed up for. So you have to really create your value proposition, like in a 1 line or 2 line at the beginning of the video after someone clicks on it, that you're actually telling them what this is about. So this is really important. In terms of shorts, what I'll say, actually shorts, you'll be able to start creating thumbnails as well shortly for your shorts. So this is something that's really exciting. So if you're able to really engaging visuals as well, this is going to get you the clicks. But at the same time, you want to make sure that each of your videos is really to the point. So in terms of like shorts, right, you want to tell them one piece of information or one question. So I'm presuming that most of our audience here, they are more like B2B companies. So you want to answer that one question. So at the beginning of the video, you need to kind of reiterate the question again and say, okay, this is the question that I get. So this question should be same as what's in the title and in your thumbnail. So you then start with the question again, but maybe you can rephrase the question a little bit, basically to say, okay, we are still talking about this question. And then you can tell them, like, most people have this assumption about this, or this, and then you can address this. So you kind of get to the point. Don't kind of beat around the bush, because people will be just like, right, I wanted to hear about this. I thought this was the question. This is the answer that I was looking for. Why is this person talking about something else? So you want to make sure that you are still assuring them subtly that, right, okay, hang on, okay, I'm going to explain, and this is what, and then you kind of lead them. You don't start with all this great introduction or everything. Hi, you don't, in your shorts, please don't do, hi, I'm blah, blah, blah. Nobody does that. You just get to the point. Yes, if that helps. Does that
That's
answer
a
the
great
question?
point. Yeah, people have no patience today. They want to get right to it. They
Yeah.
need their question answered. Just give it to them straight.
Yes.
Fantastic. And you actually hit the second question that we had as well, which was around putting thumbnails on shorts videos. So yes, that's possible.
Yes. Yeah, that's
Moving. Yeah, exactly. Moving on to the next question. How long does it take for businesses to see results, getting customers, getting sales from investing in growing a YouTube channel? Can you say a couple words about that?
Yes, of course. So this is if you are getting to at least, like, if you're really focused on the topics, as what I was mentioning earlier, focusing on the few topics, the niche topics, the top questions that your top customers have. So then you'll be able to see results. Typically, I would say if you are creating, okay, so this is what I recommend. If publishing at least one video on a regular basis, one good video and 3 shorts, that's like minimum, that will really help to escalate. So typically about 6 months or so, if you get enough viewership and you're getting to about like 500 to 600 plus subscribers or so, that's really going to be helpful. And I've seen, like, because I'm growing more of like a business channel as well, so I was starting to get like inbound inquiries. That's really good. So as your channel grows more and more, you might even get more quality inquiries. So you have to make sure you are really pushing out about the same topic. As I was mentioning earlier, this was really important because you have to focus on this topic. If you start talking about different things, it makes it difficult for your channel to grow. So I would say focus on the burning questions of your top customers that you want to attract. Okay, think what they are and create videos around that topic. And you do that constantly for about 3 to 6 months at least to be able to start to see some results, meaning like inquiries and things like this. And then once you get about to 1,000 plus or more, if you're getting that targeted growth, then you'll be able to see people coming to download your free items, or kind of getting in contact for people who are really serious about working with you, with your business.
So that's a great point about being consistent with your channel, and that actually leads really well into the next question. We're being asked here, what is the best practice for channels in corporate companies around localization? So if you're marketing to different markets, do you use one channel with different content in different languages, or do you recommend having more channels for each particular country? Obviously, there's attached areas of how much resources you put into each one, budget, things like that. What is your recommendation?
Right. Okay. If you have limited budget, forget about trying to grow like 3 channels at the same time. It doesn't work. Focus on one channel first. Get to at least 1,000 subscribers or more. Once you get to a sizable amount, like 500,000 or more, then you can start thinking about growing a second channel. But okay, what I could highly recommend is make sure you do your subtitles. Yeah, do your subtitles properly. Because what happens is, what I've noticed as well is, actually I have viewers from Arabia, French, because what happens is I actually spend time editing my editing my subtitles, making sure my English subtitles are awesome, so it makes it easy for viewers from other countries to actually translate, so to speak, so they can still understand your content. So that's the trick. Focus on making sure your subtitles in your main language is perfect. So it makes it easier for YouTube to do the translation, so viewers from other countries can also do that. But I would definitely not recommend growing like 2 or 3 channels at the same time, unless you really have very professional teams growing those channels. Otherwise, don't do that. Even the most successful channels that I've seen on YouTube, only after they have reached like 1 million subscribers or so, then they started thinking of creating a second channel. Otherwise, you wouldn't really want to do that. You want to make sure you do one good thing. You can put all the focus on all the resources, and then it will be better than for you to start diversifying it.
That's a great tip. Take it one step at a time, do something really well, and then diversify when you have the budget and the resources.
Yes.
Moving on to the next question. This is about how to create a short video that will really grab people's attention and make them stay until the end. What would you say are the crucial elements to create a video like that? For example, hooks, things like that. What would you recommend to really focus on?
Yeah. So the hook is important. Okay, forget about an introduction. Okay, no introduction like who am I, blah, blah, blah. Nobody's interested in that. So for someone who's watching your short for the first time, they're not interested in who you are. They just want to know what you're talking about. Are you answering my question? Are you fulfilling promise in the title that I've clicked on? So keep it short, keep it snappy. And then if you actually manage to still have some more time towards the end and you want to promote something of yours, then yes, feel free to, but don't do any promotion during the first few seconds, especially as a new channel. Because basically, new shorts viewer, they are new to you. They don't care about who you are. They were only interested in what you have, what valuable information you have to share with them to answer their problem. So if you don't do that, you're just going to lose them.
Absolutely. And I think we'll take just one final question because we're really nearing the end of our time. What would you say is the number one challenge that you're seeing with businesses that are trying to build their YouTube channels?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah, absolutely. What would you say is the number one or like the top kind of challenges for companies that are trying to build their YouTube channels? Where are they really struggling from your experience?
Right. I think there are 2 main struggles. One is not having a plan, not having a process, a video creation process. So they don't decide what's the topic in advance, and they are going week by week. The problem is, unless they have like specific resource creating the videos, if they have someone working on something else at the same time, and then they don't treat growing that YouTube channel as a priority, what happens is then every time it's time to create a video, then they are thinking about, oh yeah, what should we create about? What title should we do? Like what's the outline? So in order for a video to be created successfully, you want to be able to plan for the titles ahead, make sure you are identifying those low competition, high search volume videos as a new channel, so you can get found on YouTube search. So that's very crucial as a new channel. You want to be found on search. Search is where you grow your most number of users, because your videos are not going to be promoted on the main channel. It's not going to get recommended or suggested. At the start, when you only have like a handful of subscribers, YouTube is never going to promote your videos for you. So you have to really push out all this promotion. So make sure you have a plan for the videos you want to record for the month or for the next few weeks. Have it ready, so when the time comes to creating it, then you get straight into the creation mode. So you kind of segment your time into, okay, planning and then creation. Don't try to do planning and creation all in one single session because it doesn't work. Yes. So that's the thing. And then the next part is kind of being consistent, because what happens is because they don't have the plan, so it makes it difficult for them to be consistent. So once they lose 1 week or they lose 2 weeks, then they have to recreate this momentum of viewers watch their videos. So that's kind of the challenge. You need to have this plan and then being consistent. Because if you don't have the plan, it's difficult to be consistent. And when you don't have the consistency, then you can't grow.
I think that's a fantastic place to leave off. Thank you so much, Clarice Lynn, for your insights and sharing all of these secrets with us. We're going to remember planning and consistency for sure. And we really appreciate having you here with us today. And thanks everyone for tuning in.
Yes. Thank you, Saha.
This is all we got. Remember the revolution in our minds. This is all we got.
Lock me out of this life institution. I am angry and high on illusions. Yes, I hate, but it's not a solution. Try my best, but I'm just a human. Oh, we don't need to say we're sorry. We don't need to worship ever stars. We don't